Yes, hello everybody, and welcome back once again to the Dynasty Hot Seat, the only Dynasty show out there that is a certified inferno. And we're back with it's a brand new game, I guess we'll call this. Brand new concept, brand new show, brand new idea, but not a brand new guest. A very welcome return to the Dynasty Grill himself. My good friend Ali is back on the Dynasty Hot Seat. Ali, I'm so glad that I got you on this show to experiment out with this Dynasty Deal or No Deal. How you doing, mate?
I'm absolutely buzzing, Mags. Yeah, thanks for bringing me on. It's been a long time coming, but I think it's worth the wait because when you pitched the idea, it sounds incredible and exciting, and I love a game show. We quite often, if Kev is not on our show, we quite often turn it into a bit of a game. So I'm well up for this and just seeing how we get on. Cannot wait, mate.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait. And if you're joining thinking, hey, what the hell is this? Deal or no deal? Dynasty deal? If you kind of like stuff like this, a little bit of experiment, a little bit of fun with your Dynasty takes, make sure you're hitting that like and that subscribe button on the channel as well. It really does help out. And actually, it's completely free as well, which is the best thing about it. So Ali, we're gonna dive right into it. I'm gonna pull up the deal or no deal board, the Dynasty deal or no deal board, sorry. It's gonna work just like the show. If you've watched the show, ladies and gentlemen watching, you'll kind of know what this is. So we're going to hit the start button, I believe. Ooh, fantastic. We have got 26 boxes. That's slightly more than the norm on the show. Now, behind each box, there is a draft pick, Ali. And it is up to you to make sure that you keep as many of the good draft picks as possible. You're going to choose one box at the start. That's going to be your box that you have to keep. And then we're going to start opening boxes. Every now and again, we might get a phone call from a mysterious banker who's going to make you an offer based on the draft picks that you have left. And it's up to you to decide, are you going to risk it and try and get that 101 that might still be out there? Or are you just going to go, actually, I'll just take the safer bet with the player that is going to be offered to you? So, Ali, we'll kick things off. What box would you like to keep? And is there any reason behind it? Or are you just going to pick one?
I'm going to be a massive homer here. I'm going for box 12 because obviously Tom Brady,
Yeah.
TB12. Let's go for that box. I'm feeling the 101. He may have been Mr. Irrelevant, but I feel like I'm not going to get the Mr. Irrelevant pick tonight. So we'll go for box 12, please, Mags.
I should have deliberately put the fourth round pick on box 12. I should have seen that coming, right? Full disclosure, folks, I have no idea what's behind each box, okay? It's all completely randomized. I don't know what's behind each box. What we're going to do now is I'm going to ask Ali to open up 5 boxes. Obviously, not box number 12 because that is his. Behind each box, there's a draft pick. Ali's going to quickly tell us which player in this rookie class he has ranked at this particular draft pick for a Superflex draft. After we've opened up all 5, we'll discuss the fallout of it, how pleased you are with this, Ali, and maybe we'll pick one of those picks in particular and focus on a player and have a little chat about them as well and why you have them ranked in that particular order. Just so we're fully clear, the picks are 101 all the way to 212, and then there's one box with a third round pick, random third, and one box with a random fourth behind it. I thought about putting in all the picks, Ali, but we don't really have time to open that many boxes, so we'll just have 1/3 and 1/4. So, Ali, open box number 1, please. Where are you going?
Let's go for box 13. Let's get it out of the way because it's going to sit there as unlucky for some. Let's just hammer it, get it out of the way, please, Mags. Let's see what we get.
Let's open up box number 13. The 212. Excellent start, Ali. That is the 3rd worst pick that is behind a box here. You got to be feeling pretty good about that start, right? So you got 4 more to open. Let's go quick fire. Where are you going next?
Let's go box 22, please, Mags.
22. Oh, 107.
Doesn't feel good.
So big difference between them. So Ali, let's compare the differences. At 212, who's the player that you had sitting at around the 212 mark?
It would probably be for me. It would be someone like Jalen Polk. Let's go Jalen Polk. I've got him
Yeah.
at the 2-3 turn. It's someone that I've been trying not to take in the second, but if he falls to the third, I'm happy to take him. And yeah, that's the sort of guy. We've discussed him on length on our show, and
Yeah.
not a massive fan, but do like the opportunity.
But then versus 107, who did you have ranked there?
107. Let me pull it up here. It'd be Brock Bowers.
So we've lost Polk and Bowers coming off the first two. Ali, what's your next box that you're going to open? We're going to open 5 boxes in total, and then we'll make an offer to you.
Sounds good. We'll go box 4, please, Mags.
Box 4, the 105. Not what we want to see, Ali. Who was your 105 that's just come off the board?
105 is hold on. It would be Roma Dunze.
Roma Dunze going away. So we've
been taking a
we've
lot
lost
of him.
to Dunze. We've lost two first round picks there, Ali. Not an ideal start. The banker's going to absolutely eat this up for breakfast, whoever this mysterious banker may be. Who's going off the board next, Ali?
We'll go for box 7. We'll go lucky for some. Box number 7.
Box 7 is the 201. All right, not losing any more first round picks. We'll take that, right? Who's ranked at the 2-1 for you?
So 2-1, we have got we've got Lad McConkey.
Oh, wow.
So that hurts.
Yeah. Higher, Ali, actually. I thought he would have been I thought you would have bumped him up into the with the Lad.
He has been higher, but I've had to drop him down, and a couple of people have risen above him. So
fair.
I have to be realistic.
One more box, Ali, before you get your first offer. What are you going to go with?
Let's go for box 15. It's staring me in the face for some reason.
Box 15, the 112. So not the worst thing we could have lost, but still another first round pick coming off the board. Who do you have ranked at 112?
So this is a guy that has been rising slightly in my rankings. It's Michael Penix.
I love that. So let's Ali, go on. Let's roll out the red carpet, Ali. The floor is yours. Hit me with Lad McConkey as much as you like. I know that's who you really want to talk about. So let's focus in on Lad McConkey while the banker compiles an offer for you.
Well, Lad McConkey, I just think opportunity absolutely massive. Obviously, tied with Justin Herbert. Didn't have the best luck in college in terms of injuries. Got that sort of chronic back problem, which, hopefully will get sorted out by the Chargers. I just think it's crying out for a wide receiver 1. I think when he's on the field, his metrics are pretty outstanding. His yards per route run, he just looks like a guy that you can trust moving the sticks. Can he be their sort of number 1 long into the future? Perhaps not, but at the minute he's tied to Justin Herbert. Just love the opportunity that he's got. The wide receiver room is absolutely lacking there. Someone that I'm actually was able to get in the early second rounds. People were dropping him out of the first round where I originally had him. So was happy to scoop him up a couple of times early in the second round. I love Lad. I just really want it to work with him because there's been a lot of pushback on my hype for Lad McConkey this off season. So I'm definitely rooting for him.
Yeah, me too. I think he's going to be a real fun weapon there for Justin Herbert. And I mean, I don't understand people saying that they're not going to throw the ball. You can't. You don't win in the NFL if you don't throw the ball, and Harbaugh's a winner. So yeah, that's just not going to be happening. So, what's that? You hear that? Let's focus. Let me get that, Ali. Hold on. Yes. Interesting. Ali, we have a first offer for you. Would you like to hear what it is?
I would love to, Mags.
Ali, the banker is offering you for box 12 that you own, Kendre Miller.
Wow. How do I respond to that? Kendre Miller, someone that I actually have touted as a bit of a mini breakout this year. I do think that Alvin Kamara is still going to be productive in New Orleans, but Kendrick Miller's got the opportunity now to do it with a new OC coming in. It's tempting because I think he's probably worth a second-round pick, but I've picked box 12 because it's got the 101 in, so I'm confident that I can turn this offer down, and I'm going to play on Mags. Thank you.
Absolutely love that, Ali. Yeah, don't take the first offer. Like in Dynasty, right? You'd never accept the first offer. You can always squeeze a little bit more out of that. At least get that banker to put a third on that, at the very least, right? That's what everybody asks for, right? So, Ali, we're into round 2. Give me your next 5 boxes.
Let's go for box 26. Let's go the big one.
Right at the bottom. Box 26 is the 104. Oh dear. Who's ranked at your 104, Ali?
This is the guy that I've got the most shares of. It's Malik Neighbors. That hurts big time.
Neighbors, yeah, absolute stud. Someone you would have loved to have had there at box 12, but not to be. Who we're going to bounce back to Wally. We're going to get this 4th round pick here, right? I think that's going to come off the board. So where are you going?
24. Let's go. I'm feeling the 4th rounder.
Let's go. 24. The 108. Although we're losing these first rounders, but you still have. Let's be positive. You still have 101, 102, and 103 still on the board. So we're losing some of these guys like at 108. Who's at 108 for you?
JJ McCarthy.
So we're losing the. We don't need JJ McCarthy, Ali. We don't need him. We've got 101, 102, and 103. We don't need scrubs like JJ McCarthy coming in, right? So we're not going to worry about him at all. So who is next coming off the list here for you, Ali?
Well, the 20s have not been kind to me. 3 first round picks coming off the board. So let's go the opposite end of the spectrum. Let's go for box number 1, please, Mags.
Ooh, box number 1 is the 111. Not bad. At the back end of the first, we still have a ton of second round picks to get rid of, but we'll take the 111. Who's coming off the board at 111 for you?
Jonathan Brooks.
Jonathan Brooks, that was a tough blow. He's definitely an upgrade on a Kendrick Miller, right? So we'll see what happens with the banker's next option. So, Ali, I think you've got 2 more boxes to open. So where are you going next?
Wow, all I've been doing is finding first round picks. So let's try and avoid this. Box number 6, please, Mags.
Right, this is the 4th. Come on, where's the 4th at? The 106. This is almost impressive. You're finding all of these first round picks. This is the problem, Ali. You just collect first round picks for fun, and you're just sniffing them out. You see, you have to go against your instincts, I think. So who was ranked at your 106?
Drake May, 106. So we're losing some half decent players, but I mean he plays for the Patriots. He's got nobody to throw to, so we don't care.
Rubbish, absolutely right. And you got one more player to take off the board, so that'll be 10 boxes total. Who are you going with?
Box number 18, please, Max.
Box 18 is the 109. I do not believe it. This is incredibly improbable, I'll just say. Ali, who's at the 109 for you?
Brian Thomas Jr. is a 109. And
Brian
that one bites as well, because I'm a fan of Brian Thomas Jr. The clip I saw today of Trevor Lawrence throwing almost so many touchdowns to Calvin Ridley, dropping all those touchdowns in the end zone. I don't think it's going to happen with Brian Thomas. So that connection would have been very nice. So yeah, it sucks to lose Brian Thomas.
Well, let's focus in on Brian Thomas Jr. then, Ali, shall we? Because that's 109, maybe slightly ahead of where I've seen him go in other shows as well. Is it that touchdown? Because that's his big upside for me is the touchdowns. Talk to me about Brian Thomas Jr., why you have him firmly in the first round.
I just think he absolutely earned every one of the 17 touchdowns from last season. I mean, unbelievable. When you're playing opposite Malik Neighbors, you've got to be a hell of a receiver for the quarterback not to throw Malik Neighbors' way every time. But Brian Thomas Jr. was an absolute monster. I think his 40 time was as impressive as Xavier Worthy was. obviously because he's much bigger and heavier. I just think, he needs to define his route tree more. He was just running deep most of the time. But I think his skills set fits perfectly with what Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars are wanting to do in throwing downfield. So I think it's just a marriage made in heaven, really. I think Trevor Lawrence could potentially take the next step with someone like a Brian Thomas on the team. So I have him ahead of consensus, ahead of Worthy. A lot of people are taking him behind Worthy. But yeah, I've got full faith in Brian Thomas. I don't think he's going to be a bust like some other wide receivers, Quentin Johnson and that taken first round. I think he's going to hit, and his ceiling is pretty high.
I love it. And hello. Another offer coming in. Yes, hello. Ali, something tells me this banker knows who you are. Because they're offering for your box number 12, a man you once loved, Jerry Jeudy.
Oh, that's just cruel. This banker definitely he definitely knows me from a past life. That I mean, come on. Like you just mentioned, we've still got the top 3 picks on the board.
Absolutely.
So we're going to end up with one of those. Jerry Jeudy, I've not got much faith left in Jerry Jeudy. So let's thank you, Mr. Banker. Perhaps 2 years ago I would have taken this offer, but not now.
Absolutely. You tell that banker, whoever he is, you tell him. So Ali, into round number 3, we're opening up 5 more boxes. This is going to be 5 second round picks here in a row. I can tell. Let's go, Ali. Where are we going?
Box number 5, please, Max.
Box number 5 is no.
Can we start again?
Should have taken Jeudy.
Yeah, damn it.
102. I actually look at that in a row. 105, 106, and 102. Who was your 102, Ali?
Well, not many surprises. Marvin Harrison Jr. That one really does stink because I've got one share of Marvin Harrison Jr. So that would have been nice to get him, but obviously not meant to be.
Not meant to be. Yeah. Well, who needs that guy anyway? He's just like, no need for him. Whenever you got Caleb in box number 12, anyway. So Ali, let's roll on. Let's get some more positive vibes going here. Where are we going next?
Right. Let's go box number 9. Come on.
Just
please.
Oh yes, come on. 2-4 off the board. We're not. Well, actually, we only have 2 or 3 more first round picks to hit, but 2-4 coming off the board. That is good news. We're not seeing any more first rounds coming off. Ali, who did you have at your 2-4?
I've got at the minute I've got Trey Benson.
Benson at the 2-4.
Yeah, someone that I've been taking quite a bit of. Middle second rounds. I would reach as far as the 204 for Trey Benson. I think. Yeah, I like James Conner, but his time's coming to an end, and I want pieces of that offense. I like Trey Benson. He was my RB1 pre-draft, RB2 post-draft. So give me him, but not in this case.
Not in this case. We don't do this guy. So we got 3 more boxes out. We're on a run now. Second round packs. Let's hit some more. Even that third or that fourth, right?
Yeah, let's go. Let's box number 17, please, Mags.
Box 17 is now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. That 4th round pick off the board. And hey, Ali, just for fun, who's your favorite player to draft in the 4th round?
Oh, that's a really, really good question. I am going to go for Tyrone Tracy.
Yes, I like that. Tyrone. He's got a shot, right? Devin Singletary's not all that.
Well, they're saying Eric Gray is taking a lot of first round snaps as well. So I mean, between him, Singletary, there's that. I wouldn't really call that elite. I think anybody in that running back room is going to have a chance. So we'll take a chance on the pass catching specialist there.
Yeah, absolutely love that. And that's what we needed, Ali. That's a bit of a boost here. So we got 2 more boxes to open. Where are you going? Let's get that third out of the way as well, will we?
Yeah, I feel much better now. Let's go box 16. We're going to get the third
Box
round out.
16. Here comes the third. It's 206. Don't hate it.
Okay.
Don't hate it. We'll take that. Who's going in that 206 range for you?
Ricky Pearsall. Well, let's go Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah.
Someone that can't really quite make him out, but I think he's going to fit perfectly in that 49ers offense. I think going forward, I think you're probably not going to expect too much year one, but there's always rumors that Brandon Ayuk, Debo, everyone else is getting paid in that offense apart from those 2 guys. I think one of them doesn't end up there perhaps this year or next year. So he's going to get a chance at least in 2025.
Yeah, I think that's a good shot for sure, but not too sad to see 206 leave there. So Ali, where are you going with your final pick of this round?
Ooh, this is tough because I feel like I'm either going to smash it out of the park or I'm going to really regret this one. Can we go for box 21, please?
Box 21 is the 205. Not bad at all. We'll take that. Who's your 205?
Blake Corum, 205. I think someone that, he's become more interesting to me. I think he's going to be semi-productive. The ceiling's going to be capped because of Kyron Williams, who isn't a very good runner back, is he, Mag? So
Correct,
I think they're both going to be productive, but probably both cap each other's ceiling. So happy to take him in the middle of the second to get me some production, but I don't think the ceiling's that high.
Yeah, I think you're about right. I think he's going to be very touchdown dependent. I think the most interesting guy to chat about there, Ricky Pearsall. What's going to happen with Ayuk here? Any predictions?
Well, I mean, I just can't believe that the 49ers seem to be paying Jennings, Chris McCaffrey. He got another 2-year deal. There may be someone else that I've missed out there, but I just think it's a very weird situation. I think it's potentially going to rumble it on a few more months. There's definitely, I mean, the 49ers they're all in. They've got the Super Bowl, so it's going to be difficult for them to trade one of them away. But are they going to be able to pay absolutely everyone there? I'm not sure. So I like taking swings on people like a Pearsall that are literally just one move away from really serious production. So I think he's really interesting in the middle of the second round. That's somewhere that I've been taking in quite a few spots.
Yeah, I think he's a super interesting prospect, and I'm also keeping a little eye as well on Jacob Cowing. Are you doing that as well?
Yeah, definitely. I think he's one of my most owned wide receivers just because I've been getting him in the 4th round, and like I say, he was drafted there. I think he's got a really good skill set. He's explosive, so he's interesting as well. I mean, a lot of times where these teams draft 2 players in one position, we almost always better off taking the cheaper one and just seeing what happens because they've got just as much of a shot as the other one. And yeah, why not Jacob Cowan? We always say to take pieces of explosive, high productive offenses. And yeah, if Debo or Ayuk were to move on, then someone there is going to pick up the pieces and be productive. So why not Cowing?
Yeah, so let's review before we get the next offer from the banker, who I'm sure we'll phone soon. Ali, on the board, you still have a whole load of second round picks, but you still have the 110, the 1-3, and that all important 101 as well. So let's see what the banker has to say, shall we?
Let's do it.
Hello? Did you hear that? Was that a slight ring? Did we hear a ring there? That's the ring. He's slightly late. Yes, hello. He's joking about offering you that Kendra Miller in the 3rd, but he's not going to do that. Right, Ali, your offer is in. For box number 12, you have been offered Marquise Hollywood Brown.
Ooh. Well, I do like that offer more than the last 2. That is for sure. I think it's fairly tempting with the thoughts of he could become the wide receiver 1 in Kansas City or Kansas City Chiefs. I think there's a good a veteran. I think he will learn that offense rather quickly. He's been in a few places now. Obviously, Rashee Rice will be suspended, we all think, for 6 to 8 games. Everybody's talking about. Xavier Worthy's a rookie, albeit a very good rookie. And I think potentially he could be the sort of Tyreek Hill light replacement, but perhaps not in year one. So I think there's a shot for Marquise Brown. Only the 1-year contract. Would not be surprised if they moved on after 1 year, because that's what they do. They get players like Juju in for 1 year. They win a Super Bowl and they say, thank you very much. We'll get somebody else in cheap, because Patrick Mahomes is so good. He doesn't need good wide receivers. So
it's the Juju deal. It's the MVS deal. It's we've tried it with a couple of other people as well. That I think it's a rotating room. And if he does do well, he's not going to get the money that he wants from the Chiefs anyway. So he'll be on his way anyway, I think.
I mean, the most funny thing of the day is Mecole Hardman has just re-signed with the Chiefs. It's like, why? But I mean, yeah, perhaps it's the new kickoff rule. I have no idea, but it's like it's just funny how
he can't catch. Like he's Well, he caught one very important pass, one really really important pass, which was almost like a slap in the face to the 49ers. Like, you throw it to that guy to win a Super Bowl. Like, we've had Sky Moore and like Mecole Hardman catch Super Bowl winning touchdowns. Like, that's crazy.
Like Kadarius Toney. I mean, the list goes on. Players that are pretty useless that Patrick Mahomes just says, I'll win the Super Bowl with you. So,
absolutely.
I think.
Right, sorry, I like one.
Thank you, Mr. Banker. That was a fair offer. But we are gonna get the 101 or 103. So
come on, let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's do it. We're into round 4. 5 more boxes being opened, Ali. This is a clutch round here. We cannot see that 101 or 103. Well, the 103 maybe we can hit. We can't see that 101 leave. So where are we going then with your first pick?
I feel like I want to dice with death here, because the top row has been awful to me. But I'm feeling the box number 2 is going to have a 2nd or 3rd round pick in. So let's have box number 2. Let's open it up.
Let's do it. Oh, that is an absolute sweet treat. The 2nd worst pick on the board left. That's great. 211. Who is in the 211 range for you?
Xavier Legette. I think 211 range. I think it might be later than some people. I mean, I've seen him go sort of mid 2nd round, definitely not 1st round. But for a 1st round pick, I think he's someone that I'm not going to bank on for production in year 1, but definitely has a chance to be the guy. Obviously, Deontay Johnson's in that room as well. But I just think a 1st round pick, you're getting him. I mean, I've not been able to take him this late, but this is where I have him ranked. You probably have to take him in the middle of the 2nd, but I'm happy to take from the middle to the back end of the 2nd a shot on the 1st round wide receiver. There's not really much more to it, to be honest. Yeah,
that's an ideal start. Then we got 4 more in this round, Ali. Are you going to stick with that first row? Are we going 3? What are we doing here?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Please be kind. Please be kind.
Come on. Oh no.
Oh no.
The one we can take the 103, right? We said that before. We're in it for the 101, I think, Ali. Who was your 103 anyway? Let's let the viewers know.
Jaden Daniels is the 103 for me. That does really suck, because I love Jaden Daniels. I know you love Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
That ceiling is so high. That sucks, but I guess we're all in now, Max, on the 101.
We're all in the 101. That's not going to come up here. So where's next? You got 3 more boxes to open, Ali. Where are you going next?
Let's go box 20, please, Max.
Box 20, all the way over here. Box 20 is the 2-9. That's what we want to see. 2-9. Who is this absolute scrub going at 2-9 that we don't have anything to do with?
Jalen Wright, someone that I actually
he's great, actually. I take it back.
I love Jalen Wright, but I'm glad it wasn't the 101. But yeah, I really do like Jalen Wright in Dynasty, and taking quite a few shares of him towards the back of the second. And I think the upside is huge. Was my pre-draft RB3. Fallen on a team where he's behind the first two running backs, but Raheem Mostert is in his 30s now. I think he's got one more year. I think Jalen Wright will be worked in towards the end of the year. He can have them explosive plays, and then from 2025 onwards, really excited for Wright.
The Dudley boys, right? All over there. Yeah, but you've got
Spike
Bubba Raheem Mostert, Devon, get the tables Chan, and Jalen Spike, right? Absolutely love it. So he's gone though. We don't want anything to do with him. We got 2 more picks left, Ali. Where are we going? Let's keep this alive. We still have 110 as well, by the way. That's the other first round pick still available.
Okay, let's go for box. We've got grouping in the middle. Let's go box 11, please, Mags.
Box 11, right next to the great number 12. Box 11 is 2-7. This is great. This is what we need. Who's your 2-7, Ali?
Adonai Mitchell, 2-7. Teaming up with my guy Anthony Richardson. Another one of my guys, Michael Pittman. I really do like taking shares of that offense because I think Anthony Richardson, hopefully he's fully healthy. Reports that his shoulder's still not 100% yet, but there's still time to go. And I just think, he was someone that was perhaps touted to go first round, slipped to second round, but it's got all the talent in the world in that Texas offense with Worthy, and I quite like him. I'm really happy to take a shot on him in the mid-second round. I can see him being a wide receiver 2 in Dynasty, perhaps in a couple of years' time.
Yeah. I think he's a big best ball guy. I like him in best ball. Well, I'm rubbish at best ball, Ali. I'm so bad at it. So actually, any best ball take I give you in this show, don't listen to it because I can't get it right. But I'm working on it. I think it will be a good idea. So 2024, that's going to be my best ball year. So my best ball breakout is coming. So here we go, Ali. Last pick of round number 4. Who is it going to be? Where we're going? Let's avoid these first round picks.
Pressure's on. We'll go box 14, please.
Box 14. I can feel this is the third round pick, surely. Come on. The 210. Yes. We'll take that. We'll take that for sure. Who's your 210, Ali?
My 210, I'll probably... Troy Franklin, 210. Troy Franklin, someone that was the big loser of the draft, I guess, falling a lot further than most people expected. But, I mean, where he did fall couldn't have been much better in terms of, teaming up with his college quarterback on a team that's crying out for wide receivers and production. Sean Payton is there. It all could match up to him actually being fairly productive right from year one. So I'm definitely happy to take him 210. And apart from the drafts where Kev has been in because he loves Troy Franklin, I've been able to get a few shares of him. So really like him at the back end of the second.
I love it. This is an absolute turnaround for the H's, Ali, because the remaining boxes you have a third round pick, but then listen to this. You have 2-8, 203, and 202. Nothing to sniff your nose up at. Then you have 110 and that all-important 101. We're definitely in a much stronger position than we were this time in the last round. One player to focus on here. One I think that you have maybe lower than consensus. We kind of touched on it in the part. Talk to me a little about Xavier Legette and why you have him a couple of picks below maybe what we'll see in ADP.
Yeah, sure. I mean, obviously, Carolina Panthers picked him right at the back end of round 1. But I just think I wasn't the biggest fan of him coming in pre-draft. He's someone that I'm not a massive fan of the Carolina offense as a whole. I think my favorite player there is Deontay Johnson, as someone that will be the target hog of that team. I think you have to believe in Bryce Young to be able to believe in Xavier Legette. I think Dave Canales is a very, very good offensive coordinator, so he is going to get the best out of Bryce Young, as humanly possible. But I just think the wide receiver 2, perhaps wide receiver 3 of that offense doesn't really excite me too much, where I just don't see what the ceiling possibly could be. So not a massive fan of him. So I'm sort of taking him perhaps well behind ADP. So I've not got many shares of him, and it feels like I'm not really missing out because I've not picked him up. Whereas someone like I don't know, someone in the middle of the second round is some, I might regret not taking a Blake Corum or someone that I know will be productive from year one. So I don't feel that fussed about dropping him too far.
Yeah, love that. That's really well explained. And it's that time again, Ali. I think we're about to get a call. Okay. Hello? Okay. The banker's very impressed with your last round. So he's coming with you with an offer that you cannot refuse, Ali. The banker says if you refuse it, I mean, you're not a real fan, because he's offering you Rachaad White.
Oh no. That really hits me in the sweet spot.
He knows you. This banker, he must know you, I'm sure.
He does. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find out his identity because he's menacing. He's menacing.
He is, yeah.
Rachaad White is someone. Obviously, I am a massive homer, so love Rachaad White. Was amazing last year. I mean, well, he wasn't amazing, but he was a product of the offense. He was a product of getting a lot of rushing attempts. Finished as PPR RB5, I think he finished as high as. So points per game wasn't there, but he was healthy all season. I think he's almost probably going to repeat this year. I think we've had upgrades on the offensive line. The offensive line was terrible last year. This year we took Graham Barton in round 1, which was a brilliant pick. And then we took another couple of offensive linemen. So I think we've really beefed up. Running game will be better. But there's a little doubt in my mind because of Bucky Irving being drafted round 4. I think he will catch a lot of passes this year. And Coach Todd Bowles has said that he brings something that we didn't have last year, which I guess is that explosive play. So we may see him on third down, which limits the catches of Rachaad White, and he had an absolute ton last year. So I kind of feel like if I have Rachaad White, I'm kind of leaning to sell him this offseason. So I do feel like if there was work taken away from him with the fact that his metrics weren't very good, that his value could drop. So I feel like it's probably the highest it's going to be. So I'm leaning sell. So thank you, Mr. Banker. That is a hell of an offer, but I'm going to turn it down because Rachaad White to Caleb Williams is a big, big jump.
Yeah, that is an absolutely huge jump. So we're all in on Caleb. I think we've got 4 more boxes to open, Ali. Then we'll be left with only 2. So we do not want to see that 101. The rest, I actually don't even care. If the 110 comes up, I don't even care anymore. It's all about keeping that 101 inside box number 12. So where are we going with your first of 4 final picks?
Let's go for box 19, please, Mags.
Box 19 is the 208. That's what we like. That's what we need to see. Love it. Who is your 208, Ali?
My 208. Well, I have it between. Let's go for Ben Sinnott because I mean I could put up a running back, but let's go Ben Sinnott because I like to take him towards the back end of round 2. So seems like the right place to take him, and yeah, I think he's easily the tight end 2 of this class now, and really feel like he has the chance to become a top 10. I mean, I've said that's one of my hot takes. He will end the season as a top 10 dynasty tight end. So I feel like I like pieces of that offense, and yeah, he's affordable back end of the second for a top 10 dynasty tight end in a year's time. That feels pretty good value to me.
I love it, and all importantly, we're keeping these picks that we want underneath the boxes. So that's great. Where are you going next, Sally? 3 more boxes to open.
So let's go for box 10, please, Mags.
Box 10 is the 110. Not great, but not the end of the world, right? We've said at the start we don't care. So actually, no, we don't care, Alec. We don't care about 110. Who is your 110?
It's Have I said Xavier Worthy? I don't think I've said Xavier Worthy yet, or have I?
No, you briefly mentioned him, but you didn't have him as one of your picks.
Yeah, 110, I think, which for some people is slightly below consensus, just because I think a lot of people are taking him ahead of Brian Thomas. And he's actually someone that, I've given a little bit of stick to on Twitter, but I feel like I've become more sort of not in love with Xavier Worthy, but I've taken him in a lot of places, so I'm kind of rooting for him. Whereas before I was rooting against him. I've actually got him. He's my second most owned rookie wide receiver. And I just think because so many people are into him that if perhaps I wanted to flip him, I think it's easy to flip him because a lot of people think he's going to be great and he's going to be elite with Patrick Mahomes. So 110 feels about the right value to me.
Yeah. I think 110 feels right, even for me as well as a massive homer. So we've got only 2 more boxes to open, Ali. Where are you going next?
I need to find this 3rd round pick because it's messing with my head. Shall we go for box 23, please?
Box 23 is the 203, Ali. So we're staying hot here. We're doing well. Not the 3rd round pick, but we'll take 203. Who is your 203 in this rookie class?
So this is someone that is definitely divided opinion in Keon Coleman. Is someone that some people have seen him taken in the back end of the 1st round. Obviously, he's got a great opportunity with Josh Allen, and I wasn't a fan of the prospect, but I mean, you kind of have to get slightly on board just because of that situation that he lands in. There's no clear wide receiver 1. You've got Curtis Samuel, Khalil Shakir, but other than that, obviously you've got the elite tight end there in Dalton Kincaid. But other than that, someone else has got to catch passes, and I think Keon Coleman, he couldn't separate in college, which I have my doubts about him, but I just think the offense will scheme him open, and he's going to catch a ton of passes this year, so you can't not like him.
Yeah, I really hope that they do. I've heard a few things coming out of the camp where they're going to play him on the outside. So I'm like he can't separate, and his contested catch isn't amazing either. So that does worry me a bit. But hopefully, I mean, this is early doors. They haven't really seen him play yet, so hopefully they'll figure it out. And you're right, scheme him open a bit more. Ali, this is crunch time. Last box you're going to open before the banker's final offer. By the way, just to know the stakes in these 3 boxes is a 3rd round pick, the 202, and the 10. So a 1st, a 2nd, and a 3rd. We couldn't have planned it even more perfectly if we tried, Ali. So
wow.
Where are you gonna go? By the way, I just realized this show lives up to the hot seat name, right? You feeling the pressure?
Oh, definitely. My bum is hot right now, so feeling definitely uncomfortable, but excited just to see if I can get that 3rd round pick out of here.
Right, come on.
So I've left my 3 favorite numbers, so this is going to be difficult to choose between them, but I'm going to go for box number 8, please, Mags.
Number 8. The number of your hero, Frank Lampard, and
indeed
the superior Steven Gerrard as well. Let's have a look. Who's behind box number 8? Oh
no! Oh no! No.
Lampard strikes again.
I don't believe it. Like he went to Man City and scored against Chelsea. It feels exactly like that, Max.
That is just gut-wrenching. Ali, I mean, if you can, you're 101. Let's get that out the way. That was...
hard.
Have I lost you?
I'm still here. I can still hear you.
Oh, that's it. It's like that. You're 101. Let's get that out the way. Who was that? Just so everybody knows. Like we all know anyway.
It was Bo Nix. No, it's definitely not Bo Nix. Caleb Williams. That really does bite. I just think he's the rookie quarterback that potentially generational. Really do like him. I think so many people have him comped to Patrick Mahomes, and you can see why. But
Yeah.
for me, he's more of a Aaron Rodgers in the way that he throws the ball, such different positions and just with ease. I think he could easily be a top 3 dynasty quarterback in 12 months' time. I think he's landed in the best situation a rookie has landed in, for a long time. So I just think there's no way that he can fail. And yeah, the sky's the limit. So if you got the 101, I just think there's actually quite a big tier break. Well, not tier break. There's quite a big gap between him and even Marvin Harrison Jr. So in Superflex anyway.
Yeah, I think you're right. And Ali, if you can muster the strength while the banker plots up another offer, talk to me about Ben Sinnott. I thought that was really interesting. Do you think he might end up being a top 10 finisher this year at tight end?
Yeah, I just think he's got such a good all-round skill set. Obviously, going to the Commanders that are now, crying out for a tight end one to take them forward. I think it's really a new look team with Jaden Daniels. Obviously, the 2 wide receivers have been set there, but they've not really taken off. Jahan Dotson is someone that I really did have high hopes for, but he's sort of faded away the last year and a bit. And Terry McLaurin, he's never really taken that mantle as being the alpha wide receiver. So I just think Jaden Daniels is a really good passer. I think there's going to be big opportunities for Ben Sinnott right from game one. I think he's got such a good all-round skill set. He can block, he can pass, not pass. He can. That'd be interesting, but he can definitely.
Maybe he can.
He's got great hands. So I just think that, putting 2 and 2 together, he's quite a cheap entry point for someone that could be a tight end one in 12 months' time.
Perfect. Okay, so let's see what the banker has to say about all this. Will we, Ali? Let's have a listen and see if he gives us a call. Yes, hello. Very funny. The banker says you should have listened to him when you had the chance. But the banker also says he does believe in second chances, Ali. So he's offering you Kendre Miller once again for box 12. Remember, you have either the 202 or a 3rd round pick or Kendre Miller. What are you going to do?
Ironically, the 202 is someone that I don't like. So that's the most that I can hope for right now. But it's someone with upside, so I'm hanging on to that hope. No, I'm not going to take the offer. Sorry, Mr. Banker, that you do spoil me, but I'm going to turn that down. Thank you.
Turn that down. And of course, Ali, for anyone who's watched the show, you have one final decision to make. Are you sticking with box number 12, the number of the great Tom Brady, or are you switching to box number 12, the number 25, the number of the great Clyde Edwards-Helaire? What are you going to do?
Famously took at the 101 over Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
Do you know, with the luck that I've had tonight, let's swap my box and go for box 25.
So you're wanting box 25, Ali. Let's see what's behind box number 25. Let's see what you've won. You've won. You've won a 3rd round pick. Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Who's a guy you like to take in the 3rd round, Ali? Let's hype up this 3rd round pick that we've just won.
Okay, well, this should be fairly easy because let's go for Jermaine Burton, 3rd round, someone that we've spoken quite a bit about together, Mags. And I just think a bit like Ricky Pearsall as well, I think is someone that Jermaine Burton's got extremely, talent-wise. He's up there with top 5 in the class. I think he obviously fell because he's had some issues, but I mean, landed on the Bengals, he's got a great situation going ahead with T. Higgins, I mean, I don't think he's going to be there longer than 12 months' time. So someone that I think can be productive. Obviously, they've lost Tyler Boyd as well as that third wide receiver in year one, going into perhaps the second wide receiver in year two. I just think it's perfect situation for someone to be taken in the third round with that upside. That's what I'm targeting third round, and luckily I've managed to get quite a few shares. So really do like Jermaine Burton.
Yeah, I like Jermaine Burton too. I think he's a great target in the third. And just to wrap things up, there's the 202, like we thought it would be. Ali, who is your 202? Say this is a guy that you don't even really like. Who is it?
It is Bo Nix.
Bo Nix, of course.
So, yeah, Bo Nix is someone that, nearly everybody's been taking in the back end of round one, but he's just someone that I just really was not a big fan of pre-draft process. So I'm not reaching for him in round one. I understand it's super flex and he is a quarterback that, work with Sean Payton, it could potentially be productive, but I don't really see the ceiling there. So ultimately, I'm just letting him fall to the early second round. I've got one share of him, so just in case he does perhaps surprise me, but I don't think he will.
I love it. And unfortunately, oh, look at that. I didn't know it did that. That's
cool.
Fantastic. That is very cool. I didn't even know it did that. Superb. So, Ali, unfortunately, this show is also a little bit like, if anyone watching from the UK knows, old school Bullseye, when they bring out everything you could have won as well. So, just to recap, the bankers offer, the first offer of Kendre Miller, second offer of Jerry Jeudy, then Hollywood Brown, then probably the big one, Rachaad White, then back to Kendre Miller. We end up, you know what? We end up with Jermaine Burton. That's fine, right? That could have been, well, no, it couldn't really have been worse. There's only one box that was worse, to be honest. but you stuck at it to the end, so that is what it's all about. Getting your guy, and sometimes it doesn't pan out, unfortunately. But I still think you played a great game, and hopefully, did you have fun, Ali? Was that enjoyable?
Oh, that was fantastic, Mags. I can't wait to see the next guy come on and just absolutely smash it out of the park. And no doubt he will get Caleb Williams, as I was unfortunately not able to pull out of the bag. In fact, the second worst pick possible. But I mean, we've got some upside there with Jermaine Burton, so there's a little bit of hope.
Yeah.
And absolutely had a blast, mate. That was a cracking game.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that was great fun to play, and hopefully everyone watching, if you stuck around this long, you enjoyed it. Make sure you're giving us a thumbs up and a like, or if you're listening, it's not really the best experience listening, but I think I'll upload it to audio anyway. So shout out to you if you're listening to this audio wise and not being able to see any of the boxes. So shout out to you. Make sure you leave a nice review. That would be great. And Ali, before we head off, do you want to tell everyone where can they find all your amazing work? They should be following you already, of course.
Just on X at FF Dynasty Grill, and part of the three of us, the trio on the Wildcard Dynasty show, the best three. Obviously, the Wildcard have now got several parts to us, so check out every single show because they are absolutely fantastic. But catch me over on X, and every week doing the show with you, Mags, which is just great fun. And once again, just thank you for having me on, and hopefully the person next will do much better than me.
So I think we're gonna run this back. Leave a comment down below if you've enjoyed this new format. I think we're gonna run it back. This was a hell of a lot of fun, Ali. Thank you so much for coming on and chatting through your rookie picks with me. That was great. And thanks everyone once again for listening. Remember, for anything Dynasty you need to know, keep it locked on the Certified Inferno. See you next time.